It's Week 12 of the 2024 season. Our spotlight is on Michael Pittman.
He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Colts and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Our coverage of the NFL is brought... Okay, now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
Motioning the tight end left. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. From the 43. He finds Laporta. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's got time. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. This up to the 29.
I feel so bad. Basically, Kate, I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line. Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Now a toss play, Taylor. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now Richardson on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. And that means 3rd down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Richardson on 3rd. On target to his man Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time,
short. And we continue to await our opening score this.
you know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy, but
receiver in motion right. Off play action, Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. Pickup of a few is 3rd and 6. Now, this is complete to Gibbs. And this one doesn't go far.
in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. This one finds Taylor. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
2nd and 4. That's complete to Pittman. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from the 41. Taylor now up the middle. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's go now. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6. At the Lions, 14.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This one's caught. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Kadarius Toney now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 28. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's brought down for a loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? From the gun, Goff. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Lions readying for the punt. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And he's one of the best in the league this season. Still the guy that everybody is chasing in passing yards. Look at that. Up over 3,000 of them to this point. Taken in by Downs, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Colts.
On first down, it's Richardson. Hauled in by Downs. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Richardson now on 1st and 10. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Richardson trying to get everybody to the line.
That's good for another Colts.
First down from the red zone. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To the air, 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now well, they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Taylor will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Another shot for Taylor. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts pull that in front further, 13-zip. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Toney now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions offense returning to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds past midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's got Khalif Raymond. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first. From the red zone now. Drops back. Needs an open man.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
The Colts adding a man to the secondary here. 3rd down coming up. Goff. Cut near the goal line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Here's Goff. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again, following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Looking to throw, Goff. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 4th down now, and out comes Michael Badgley in the Lions field goal unit. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Lambo able to put it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Trying for the deep ball. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's trying to go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Colts gonna kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. All right, this is gonna be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. Brought in inside the 20. We're to the halfway point from Indianapolis. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Fox now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's complete to Pittman. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
There's a handoff for Taylor. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 1st and 10 from the 41. They go again with Taylor. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's going deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Here's Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the game stays at 11. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Pretty pay there to take him down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. And he gets him around 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line.
That's good for a Colts.
First down throw here from Richardson. Cut out left. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up. They'll throw again, Richardson. Couldn't connect there, incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now Richardson to throw. And once again, they can't connect.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. On first down, it's Goff. Got his target, it's Tony. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Off play action, Goff. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Taylor has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Offense up to the line fast. Running with Taylor. And he will get into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts push their lead to 18. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He fires one deep down the middle. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Off to the air now. Into the hands of Gibbs. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Fourth down now, and out comes Michael Badgley in the Lions field goal unit. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the deficit to 15. Fox now to kick this one away.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Taylor again. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. It's a gain of 3 on the final play of quarter 3. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Richardson now. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. The Colts ready for the punt. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Able to find Wright. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Goff on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Detroit. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Their punter making his way out now. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Another one for Gibbs. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, Goff. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. On now comes their punter. Jack Fox will kick it away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Richardson trying to get everybody to the line. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets this forward to the 19. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. Here's a give to Taylor. Runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Gay with the point after. And the Colts lead by 15 now. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Tony now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense ready to get going again now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st down throw from Goff. Laporta with the grab. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And a man is there to knock that away.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain. And on 3rd down, the Colts going with the nickel here. Throwing again, it's Goff. Stays it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. Goff. He beams one deep right side. This is brought in at the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 3rd and goal, Goff. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts nearing their 9th win of the season. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Taylor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute... Another pause, timeout taken by the defense. Ball at the 33 for first down. A handoff for Hall, running left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Once again, Hull. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Hull once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Going left side, Hull with it. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing is Goff. He finds Laporta. And that will not be enough for a first down. Trying to set this up quick. To throw. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop it. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one.